What is up, my fellow gamers? It's Friday, which means only one thing.
Weekend Respawn is here.
That's right, everybody. It is Weekend Respawn, and boy, do we have a freaking stacked show for you today.
Holy crap, do we?
We have so many different topics that we're going to try and cover. It's definitely going to be at least an hours-long show, but we've got Helldivers news. We've got Arc Raiders news.
Raiders. Oh, yeah.
The new Black Flag announcement that finally released. We've got Windrose discussions to talk about. We've got what else do we got?
Quick Killing Games.
Quick Killing Games made a massive win this week.
Yeah.
And then we've got Metro 2039 that dropped the trailer as well.
Yeah.
So we've got a ton of things to talk about, which we're going to do right now. What's up, Dutch? It's been a minute since we've been in the studio.
It is.
We missed a couple of videos that we were supposed to drop this week. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, you know, you've been busy, and I was moving.
Yeah.
So, but now I think we're going to be able to get into a groove. We're going to be able to get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
And start making some actual content around here. I've been streaming my ass off the last few days.
You've been doing a great job.
And you know,
you used to be like, I struggle to do 2 hours. Now you're cranking out 4.
Yeah, we're 4.5, 5.
Nice.
Yeah, we're moving it up a little bit. You know, I'm not sure if I need to stream that long every day, but you know,
you do.
It's cool.
You do.
It's fine. I'm having a good time doing it.
Right on.
But yeah, man, it's nice. We're here in the new pad, in the new studio. Everything's getting broken in, and the command center's over here in the corner, and I'm getting into a groove, into a routine, and I like it. It's good.
It's good.
So
Arc Raiders.
Yeah,
you've been trying real hard to get to that Cantina Legend.
Yeah.
And how's the
well? I think the actual Cantina Legend section, they say, is kind of broken because you got to be able to cheese it with teams.
But you seem to be climbing that ladder pretty quick.
But you know, I'm at the top I'm at Hot Shot now. I'm just trying to maintain Hot Shot through the end of the week. And then that'll be the end of the season. There's no way I'm getting Cantina Legend this season.
Oh.
Yeah. It's basically impossible for me the way I do it. But Hot Shot's fine. Hot Shot is completely fine. It's the same rewards. It's just not, you're just not the 1% of the 1%. But you're the 1% in Hot Shot, but you're not the 1% of that 1%.
Okay.
You got to get scores like 300,000 points and stuff to be able to even crack that Cantina Legend thing. And I don't know if I have that much skill or will to be able to figure that out, because it's crazy. But you need a dedicated trials team, and they all have to be sweat lords. Yeah. And it's a little bit, it's kind of crazy.
Is that an open call? You're looking for some sweat
I don't
lords?
know, maybe. You've been doing the two. We've been doing the two teams on some of the trials, which has been fun. I've been enjoying.
I really enjoyed being your nurse during the lightning strike one. That was a lot of fun. For some reason, I just had that like I know where it's going to strike.
We might need to do that again today.
Oh yeah,
we might need to cheese that number up a little bit, because we could have been a little better. But But hey, we're here to talk about lots of other stuff, right?
Yeah. But real quick, before we get into it, we do have a huge announcement, guys.
Yes.
We officially have a channel sponsor, brand new to us, Trumi Nootropics. They reached out to us and they said, hey, we like your style. How would you like to try some of our stuff out? And we did. And we happen to like it, because we don't want to sell you guys anything that we don't actually use.
What are these things exactly?
These are mushroom-based supplements.
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
Sweet. Are these like the kind of mushrooms that you need a shaman with you to talk to Jesus?
No, these are not those types of mushrooms.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping that those were what those. What about, will they turn you into zombie? Were they like the cordyceps that turn you into zombies?
No, these are not the type of cordyceps that turn you into the Last of Us clicking zombies. These are the type of mushrooms that keep you sharp and focused. And in fact, I've been on them juiced up for a couple of days now.
I don't think you should be allowed to eat those things. Because I hate to be in the same room with you. Are you going to take one right now?
If I can recommend any of these items to you guys, go to trumi.com. The boost ones, I don't need coffee when I take these.
Man.
They are packed with a ton of different
You're
supplement
taking one
mushrooms.
right now. Give me one.
You want one or two?
Yeah, I want one.
Peer pressure.
Okay, yeah, peer pressure.
Try these things out. Go to trumi.com. At the checkout counter, check this. #Dutch for a massive.
Let's go.
30% off, not 5, not 10.
Yeah, we're doing real discounts around here.
We're doing real discounts.
DUTCH.
There you go.
Dutch.
30%
off.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
All right, let's talk about our first topic.
Okay.
What is our first topic?
Quit killing games.
Quit killing games. Okay. Have you been keeping up with this at all?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot. I honestly find the whole thing kind of confusing because most of the games that I play and have played for a very, very long time, like decades now, all require many people to be in the game at the same time on servers from all over the world.
Right.
So now when I think about, games that are like on their own, right? I go back to when I was much younger to where I'm like playing Mario Brothers on my NES or something. And there's no internet connection or none of this stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how this affects me, because if I would never play a game, an MMO or anything like that, like World of Warcraft or any game like that by myself.
Right.
Ever.
It's not the type of games you play.
with no connection or anything to the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
Even games like Arc Raiders and Helldivers and that kind of stuff that you need to be playing with people. Yes, you can play those games by yourself, but do you really want to? So I get what's going on here. People don't want them to turn the servers off, right?
Right. Well, it's
after we pay for a game, we should have access to that game in perpetuity.
Yes. Once you pay for a product, you should own that product forever. You should be able to use it if you want to.
I very much support that.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
But so the thing is like with these live service games, and they use Ubisoft as an example because they've been one of the most egregious ones, especially with a game like The Crew. It didn't do well, so they just discontinued it. Another game that did the same thing, High Guard, it came out, it flopped. They just discontinued it. And there was a part of this. I watched the entire Parliament hearing. There's a part in there. Yeah, there's a part in there where it's about Fallout 76. And in the fine print on that game, it says if the publisher decides at any point in time to discontinue this game, you are legally obligated to destroy it and delete it off your hardware.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
That's pretty wild.
That's fucking I had no idea that was even a thing.
I wouldn't do that. Would you do that? Hell no. I wouldn't. I would just sit there. I'd push the button and it would go.
So the thing is, it's obviously unreasonable. And this guy, the man, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, but the guy who's in charge of the Stop Killing Games, he's a YouTuber like us.
Right.
He's kind of just been leading the charge on this. And he's taking it all the way up to the EU Parliament. That's crazy, dude. That's good for him. He basically said, look,
Ross Scott.
What is it?
Ross Scott.
Ross Scott.
Started in 2024 by Ross Scott.
Nice.
After the shutdown of Ubisoft's Crew game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, he went far in a short period of time. That's awesome. So obviously it's unreasonable to expect the publisher to run these servers forever because it just doesn't make sense for that to happen. Games eventually become obsolete. Games eventually, the player base eventually moves on. So it doesn't make sense for them. What they are arguing is that like once I buy the game, there needs to be some functionality for that game and for the player base. So the way I see it is like some kind of end of life, which for me particularly, this affects me when I play stuff like Breakpoint. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is a Ubisoft game. It requires you to be attached to a Ubisoft server in order to play it. But it is by and far a single player experience that I can just log on and go play the campaign by myself and have a great time. But they still require you to log onto your server. So if at some point in time they decided that they're not going to do that anymore, I wouldn't be able to play the game.
So you're playing basically a single player game, but you have to play on their server.
You have to be on a server.
And while they are tracking you and getting your information and doing all the whatever
they're doing.
Whatever they're doing.
So the idea behind this is give a game either single player offline capabilities or offer the fan base and the player base an alternative way of supporting it after the publisher is done with it. So the publisher can say, you can keep your game. Here's the best way to go about it. Here's a resource for private servers. You can go and host your server here and you can still play the game with your friends and yada. Kind of like what we do with Windrose, where we have our own private server for that.
Right.
It's very similar to that. We're paying for a private service to host a server for us for this game.
Gotcha.
They want that to be built into the agreement after you purchase a game, saying, yes, you now own this game. You can play it as long as you want, forever if you want. And once we're done with it as the publisher, here's a way to play it after the fact.
Yeah, that's great.
They finally got, like, the whole Parliament was mass in agreement. Like, yep, this sounds good. This is consumer rights. This is consumer protection. Because there was a lot of shady shit going on. When I found out about that freaking Fallout 76 thing, I was like, God damn. Imagine having that in the fine print. Like, yeah, if we don't want you to have this game anymore, you have to delete it.
You're purchasing a license.
That part is, I think that's the next thing that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, that's part of this whole thing, right?
The whole purchasing of licenses, dude, it freaking ekes me out.
Which we can take away from you at any time.
Like you're basically leasing a game from them because they can take your license away. Nintendo's
listen,
really bad at
there is a reason that 95% of the games that I purchase, mostly on Steam, are done at deep discounts.
Yeah.
For real.
It's for things like this.
It's because I think about this kind of stuff. I not particularly this, but I have thought about kind of stuff like that. I was like, what if a bomb goes off in the server room and the game's gone forever? And I just think to myself, did I get to my 50 cents an hour level on that game that I purchased it at? And the cheaper I can buy that, the easier it is to get to that level and see if I got my money's worth. But yeah, I get this. It's very interesting. I don't know how it would I don't know how they would apply it to so many of these games out there though that require social interaction and that kind of stuff. Like I guess it's not going to be able to pertain to every game.
Yeah, it can. Right? Well, he said there's going to be instances where obviously the game is not going to be at its full functionality.
Right.
Because the game is designed for MMO based gameplay.
Sure.
Right. Which that's just not that's not a reality to have that forever and ever and ever. But it's just the fact that you still own the game.
Even games like like our Windrose thing. I haven't played that a lot, but we can have like a max of 10 people on there.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 people. Mm-hmm. And then a few of us are going to get bored. Then there's going to be 6 people on the game, and then a couple months from now, it's just going to be you out there with your flag going, woo. This is fucking fun, guys. playing the game, I hear jerking off on my ship. Yeah, it's like, no, it's just not how I like to play video games.
I get it, but that's not the point. The point is that we should have the ability to do that if we want, because we paid for the item. Yeah, that's the whole argument. It's like, we pay for this. You don't get to.
I paid for this rubber duck.
Right. The rubber duck company is going to come in here and say,
we're not making these anymore. Give it here. You can't have it anymore.
Can't have it anymore.
Oh shit. My rubber duck just went away. But no, I understand. Yeah. I understand the concept.
Yeah. I mean, he used the example of books. Like he was like, look, imagine if a publisher published a book, you bought the book, it's on your shelf, and they come knocking on your door and say, we're no longer publishing this book. We need it back.
Well, the analogy that I had when I was doing a little bit of research was, imagine you buy a car and the car company stops making the engine. Yeah. So they just come get your car because you can't replace your engine anymore.
Right. It's crazy. It's like if you put this practice in any other scenario, it sounds insane.
It does. Yeah.
But for some reason with gaming, they were just like getting away with it.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. So this is a big win for gamers. Yeah. This is a really, really big deal.
My question is when this is all said and done and Stop Killing Games wins, how is it going to affect what games get made in the future?
Well, the way he described it, he was like, look, it doesn't have to be some massive investment on the publisher's side to make this happen. It just has to be a simple exit plan. Mm-hmm. Just build in an exit plan. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just put something in there. He was literally like, anything is better than nothing.
Like 15 years from now, there's going to be some sorry dude on the last remaining Call of Duty server looking for somebody to shoot. Yeah. Somebody can play. Please, somebody can play with me.
But all those games have campaign modes, though. And I think that's what it pertains to more than anything else.
Keep the campaign modes, which generally kind of suck and are used as tutorials. You still bought it, though. They're just tutorials. That's what campaigns are. So it's like, I get it. I do support it. My brain is kind of foggy about how games about how games are played and built these days. Yeah, because most of them are so reliant on populations being in the games. At least the ones I play.
Look, how crazy fan bases get.
Yeah,
and there's games like Counter-Strike, dude. Counter-Strike is freaking 20-something years old,
and
there's still a massive amount of people playing it online. And whether or not, if and when the publishers of Counter-Strike decide that they're no longer going to support the game, those players should have the option to have their own supported servers available in a third party or something.
Sure.
Like that, even if they want to pay for it themselves. Mm-hmm. So be it.
I get it.
All right.
I hope it goes through. I hope it keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
I hope they go after the license agreement stuff next, because that to me is another thing that I really don't like about games these days. The digital content thing is a weird one. All right, the next thing is, you want to talk about some Crimson Desert real quick?
Well, this is your baby, right?
This is my baby.
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
I have not had nearly enough time to play it. I am purposefully staying off social media because there's so many people out there who are just like, not spoiling things, but basically like, hey, go here to get this weapon and go here to get that, and here's how to solve this puzzle. And I'm like, I don't want to see it yet.
I really hate running into that kind of stuff on accident. But it's all over social media and everything.
I'm just as
soon as you need the burly sword of awesomeness. You just walked right past it on your tutorial run. You should go back and do this. It's like, but I want to find it organically.
I just want to find it. I just want to find it by myself.
Sometimes, if I'm looking for something specific and I struggle with it, which is most of the time, I end up looking at different online resources.
Eventually, if I'm sitting there playing a freaking puzzle and I can't figure it out,
I want to find it. I don't want it to find me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That being said, Pearl Abyss has gone above and beyond for the players. They've released multiple different updates over the last couple of weeks that have to do with just the playability of the game, improvements on the UI, improvements on how the character models work and play, and combat's a little bit different now. There was an issue where like one button was the same for like jump and pick up. And like people were like, this is super annoying because every time I try to pick something up, I end up jumping. And I've experienced that. Now they've changed that now so that the button mechanics are a little bit different. So you don't have that double up on one button. They've made multiple combat adjustments.
I'm looking at this and I see things like they've added new features for difficulty settings.
Yes.
There's easy, normal, and hard modes now, which might entice me to go play a little bit more.
If you're more of an exploration type of person and you don't really, like combat's there, but you don't really want to focus on it, you can just turn it to easy and go explore this insane size map and go tomb raiding or whatever.
Right.
But if you're a Elder Scroll or Dark Souls player and you want that boss mechanic, you want those guys to be super, super hard, you can jack it up a little bit and get that feeling back.
Do you get better rewards for higher difficulties, or is it the same stuff?
I think it's just because it's a single player game, so it doesn't like the reward system doesn't.
Oh, so it's a single player, one of those games you can play forever in perpetuity that you can play over and over and over again.
Yep.
So maybe start it out easy, then replay it at normal, and then go to the next challenge.
Yeah, so that it's not gonna you're not gonna get an unfair advantage over anybody else if you set it to easy and go around and go collect a bunch of stuff and then change the difficulty to hard. Like it doesn't matter. It's your game. You can play it however you want.
So this game wouldn't be affected by stop killing our games thing.
I don't know if you have to have an internet connection to play the game. You might, but so they would have to
just to update the game.
They might have to have some kind of an off ramp where it's like offline mode or whatever. Maybe I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that. It's all NPC based anyway. But I've been having a great time with this game. When I do get a chance to play it, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I just did another boss battle recently. I fought some dude that was like the Dark Crow or something like that, and that was pretty fun. A little easier than I expected it to be, but it was still fun. Were you a little OP for it? Was it like a starter boss and you were like a little not the starter guy anymore? It didn't feel like it should have been. I feel like the Reed Devil was harder than this guy, and he was like I don't know. I don't know what.
I do see there's a new feature in here for boss rematches.
Yes.
That sounds kind of cool.
That is cool. Yeah. So if you go there and you beat a boss, you continue the game and you want to go back and see if you can, now that you have upgraded armor or maybe a new sword, see if it's easier and change your tactics a little bit or whatever. Yeah.
So,
you can go do it.
So maybe like when the game first came out and DSP was out there fighting that, Darkside Phil. Remember the video?
Guy,
and he was being
he
was being a dipshit and fighting a boss that was way too hard for him at his level.
Yeah.
And he rage quit.
Yeah.
Maybe he can go back now and fight the guy again.
Exactly.
And see what he can do.
Exactly.
Fucking moron.
This game sucks. Like you can play it.
Take a controller and throw it.
Oh man.
That was funny, dude.
No, dude, the game is it's continuing to amaze me every time I play it. Every time I jump in and I play the game and I'm like, I always find something new. I'm 40 or 50 hours in, and I'm just now.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah, I know.
That's
not a lot of time. Not a lot of time.
Boy, man, Windrose has got you cooked because you're probably like 150 hours in the Windrose, aren't you?
I don't think so. Let me check real quick.
The Windrose take your crimson.
Everything's dude. Right now is a really good time to be a gamer because there is so much stuff out there that where the hell is my Steam library?
I don't know, dude. It don't matter.
Like our topic last week was perfect. It's like it's a good time to be a gamer, dude.
It is.
Did you see the Mouse PI game that just came out?
I did not. I have not. I've heard a lot of stuff. People saying we should get it, and there's a lot of stuff out there. There's that like I can't remember the name of it. The game with makes everybody want to go be a dad.
What's that game? God, I can't remember the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
With a little girl. And
you're the guy in the mech suit.
Yeah,
you're trying to take care of this little robot girl.
It's funny, man. That game just blew up the whole internet for me, and it's all I see. But I just don't. I'm like, not my thing. But it's fine.
The game looks cool. I don't know much about it, but it looks cool. It's like Lone Wolf and Cub. It's in that genre. I guess so. It's Big Daddy, and
that's what did it. I was trying to figure out earlier this morning what started this whole trope.
Oh, it's Lone Wolf and Cub.
Of big burly dude and little kid. God of War does that. BioShock does it. This game, and there's many others out there that have the little kid and the big warrior guy.
I mean, to a certain extent, The Last of Us, the first game, is like that.
I guess so. Yeah,
because you're Joel and you're protecting Ellie. Yeah. It's Lone Wolf and Cub.
Sure,
it's a trope, and it works because it's fun. You want to protect them and go massacre things that are trying to hurt it. I get it.
Get that paternal instincts going in
exactly,
there.
Yeah. No, the game looks cool. I just haven't really had a chance to mess with it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many freaking games out there. There's this pixel art game that just came out called Resend or Regen or something like that. And it's a little expensive. It's $20 for a pixel art game, side scroller. But I played the demo and it was super fun.
$20 for a side scroller.
Yeah.
Hey man, there's this thing called the Christmas sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that one. But the game, I played the demo and it was super good, and the soundtrack is dope.
Nice.
Like, there's so many freaking games out right now that I want to play that I'm just like, I don't have freaking time.
All you gotta do is look at the piece, the list on the side of Steam. There's probably 50 games on there that you haven't even installed yet.
Probably.
I know that's the way it is on my library.
Yeah.
So
100%.
But yeah, we took a really we diverged off the Crimson Desert path there really quick.
Well,
what else is going on there? That's cool.
Well, I just want to shout out Pearl Abyss. They've been cooking, dude. They've been doing the player base right.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of cool things. They've improved a lot of things about the game that people were kind of irritated with. It's nothing like crazy. They're not like caving to the trolls or anything like that, but it's just like, hey, this is kind of wonky. Can you fix this? And they go ahead and they do it. And they listen to their people. And I think the game is going to be one of those, like, it sets the bar for future RPG open world games.
Yeah.
I really do. I think this is going to be the new benchmark. Like, in the past, it was like games like Skyrim and games like Fallout, and that was the bench. Now it's this.
Well, God, I would hope so. Why would we want a game that's 10 plus years old to be the benchmark?
Still be the benchmark
for modern games. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
But this is going to be like, this is the kind of game that like everybody's going to compare to GTA 6 when it does drop. Is GTA 6 is that massive open world, go do anything you want type of thing, and then there's going to be Crimson Desert.
Man.
So I'm more of the medieval type. I really prefer that style of game. I've never really been a GTA guy.
I don't know what's going to happen when that game comes out.
The internet's going to break, man.
Because
the economy's going to shut down.
I'm not going to lie right now. I've never played a GTA game, and I do not understand the hardcore infatuation that the world of gaming seems to have with this franchise. I don't get it. So I'm either going to have to just completely ignore it or dive in head first and try to understand it, because
you're not going to buy it. You're not going to buy it.
You know,
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be $100 game.
Oh,
I'm not joking.
Be the first $100.
It'll be the $100 game. Yep.
But it's just going to be me over there on Arc Raiders. Come on, guys, let's play Arc Raiders. Me and my 3 fucking people are going to be watching Arc Raiders, and everybody else is going to be out there, robbing convenience stores and shooting people on the beach and shit. Like, man,
no, I'm with you. I'm not.
I don't get it.
I'm not a GTA guy. I think I played the 5th one. I don't remember which one it was. I played it for a little while.
We can go a mile up the road to the strip and live that GTA world in real life. I don't want to deal with that stuff.
That's why I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I'll play Red Dead Redemption, which is basically GTA in the Western world.
I've watched real life gunfights at my job.
Yeah.
I don't want to really partake of that stuff.
Red Dead Redemption is Grand Theft Auto for people who don't like modern times. It's like, that's all it is. Because I love Red Dead, but it's the same game. It's just that it's a different time period, and that's all it is. So like games like Crimson Desert, I love it because it's like fantasy and there's dragons and knights in armor and you're fighting with a sword.
Exactly.
That's cool. I like that. I like living in that world. It's a lot of fun.
I think that's why when you guys go out and you play like Breakpoint and do all these kind of things, you're playing modern, basically modern military, operator guys. And I want, and I've said it before a couple of weeks ago, I want a more of a fantastical element, whether it's a fantasy-based game or an apocalypse-based game. I want stuff that I can't see, do, or hear in the real world, I guess. So I guess it's just, what is that, your phone? But I don't know. It is what it is. We all have our things that we like, and we all have our genres that we love to play, and that's okay.
Let's talk about your favorite though, real quick. Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders, really quick. There's no really quick conversation. There's a lot going on. Okay, I'm just
they
telling
made
you.
a
This is going to be an hour and a half conversation. No, it's not. I'm kidding.
They made a controversial change.
Oh yeah.
Some feel like to the.
You're gonna like get me right into this.
I just want to bring it up.
All right,
I want to bring it up. So in the past two expeditions have been stash value based.
Stash value based. It was 6 million and 3 million with the catch up mechanic. Yep.
Okay. Yep. And then now this one, they've switched it to damage based.
Damage based, yes.
Okay. And then when did they switch it? How much time did people have?
I don't know. It was about 2 weeks ago. I think they announced this, right?
Okay. So that gave people a month.
A month.
Okay. A month to stack damage.
No. Like everybody, what they do is everybody you have the expedition that you have to fill up your big tube thing. You know, you've had a whole season to do that. I had it done 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
A month ago, maybe. And the whole stash value thing is based on what your for this one is for your catch-up mechanic for your points, for your skill points. So before it was, I think it was finish your thing and it's $1 million per skill point, which was crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't finish that. I had a whole bunch of points that I didn't.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember.
In fact, I still have 2 points that I have to mix up. Then the next one, it was 3 million plus 300,000 for your catch up mechanic. So 300,000 per point. Now for this last expedition that we're on right now, it's finish up your packing, which is the expedition thing, and then for your skill points, they're instead of doing stash value based, it's simply you have 2 weeks now to go out and cause damage any way you can. It can be on other players, it can be on Arc, whatever. And you don't even have to extract. You can get killed and the point still kill.
So it carries with.
And so it's like 5,000 damage for your first skill point, up to 100,000 to get all 5.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem.
Is that 100,000 hard to get?
I don't think so. It would have been more difficult to get with the initial 5 days.
Right.
That they gave you.
So that's what people were like, hey, can we have more time?
Right. Well, they didn't. At that point, they didn't tell us how much damage was going to be required to get the skill points.
Okay.
People just thought it was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? The major complaint was that then we only had 5 days to do it.
Yeah.
So people were upset because, well, I have a job.
Yeah.
You know, I have a life. What if I can't find my window to play in that 5 days span? Which is understandable.
Sure.
You know, I was a little bit of a prick about it when it first came out, but. You know, you kind of set me straight. You know, people have lives, dude. Not everybody can sit in here and play games all day like you can. It's like, It's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky at what I'm able to do right now. But they, Embark listened and they turned that 5 days into 13. So you have almost 2 weeks to be able to do it.
That's great.
So
good for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So did the expedition get pushed or did just the window of.
Well,
the whole thing?
No. The ending is now it's another week and a half longer now.
Okay.
So, but yeah, to get the expedition, you have to fill up everything. I think there's a certain window. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you have a certain amount of time to fill up your cargo ship and all that kind of stuff. So,
right, cool.
And then you have.
I personally think that's a win.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was a good move for them to do that. And
me too.
I'm glad that they changed. I feel like damage dealt is a more attainable goal than stash value for a lot of people.
So just I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but just I got this pulled up. The expedition window will open on the 28th. You have 13 days to sign up and complete the requirements. And on May 11th at 0900, all players who have signed up will depart automatically.
The 28th?
The 28th is when the window opens up.
Same day that the new map opens up.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big day.
It's a huge, there's a lot of stuff going on in Arc Raiders right now. Yeah, it's huge.
That's wild.
Expedition and the new Riven Tides update. Yeah.
Do we know any details on the Riven Tides and the new map?
It's coastal map, I believe. And I think I've read that they're going to be using like new mechanics and stuff. You know, it's called Riven Tides, right? Mm-hmm. So then it's on the coast. Which I think it's at a resort. It's like a big hotel, pool, you know, kind of a resort community kind of thing.
Okay.
But there's gonna be a lot of water involved. So and it's going to be affected by the tides.
Oh.
So You know, you might go in one extract. 10 minutes later, that place might be flooded out, and you won't be able to have access to it anymore.
Oh,
so
that's cool. So what if you're down there?
So if there's like some kind of like thing you need to get to that's like maybe underneath the water line or whatever, you might have to like haul ass and get there to get it and get out before the water comes in. That's my understanding. I've read something like that. I don't quote me on that because I don't know if it's 100.
If that's true, that's pretty dope.
But that's the kind of stuff
if
that
you're
they're
down there
looking for.
raiding. And then the tide starts coming in.
It's like, oh shit!
And you got to get out of there. And it's like trying to get out of the Titanic when it's sinking. That'd be so badass.
Exactly. Yeah,
that'd be super
really
badass.
Cool. So,
well, we'll see if it gets there. We'll see what happens on the 28th.
But yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. I'm genuinely excited for this update coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, and you know the new trials will be starting.
Yeah.
The new map. There's going to be a new large arc introduced, and you know, and generally when they introduce one new arc, they've always introduced multiple arcs, right? Yeah. I mean, they tell us they get one thing, but then all of a sudden we have two things or whatever, you know? And I was under the impression that we were going to be getting that bishop.
Is it not going to be that?
The big gangly daddy long legs looking spider thing. But the more I'm hearing now, what I'm hearing now is that remember the big UFO thing that people were seeing in the hurricane?
Yeah.
People are saying that's what that is coming in. That this is going to be some kind of giant flying large arc, which will make things extremely interesting.
How are we supposed to?
What do you mean?
How are we supposed to fight that?
Shoot it, with guns that fly through the air.
But it's going to be like a boss level flying machine.
I guess so. I mean, this is all speculation. I'm not 100% on any of this.
Interesting.
It'll be very interesting. Maybe it'll land and pop out legs and start crawling towards you or something. Oh. A flying queen kind of thing, maybe.
Okay. All right.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
But there's a crap ton of stuff coming in the game right now. And I've been playing a lot, trying to just get prepared.
Yeah.
You know, working on those trials and you know, it's wild. But I want to talk about this damage thing just a little bit more. Because the damage thing is set up. You know how people I'm sorry. You know how people would hoard all their crap. I've got 17 queen cores, 18 matriarch cores, you know, leaper this, you know, rocketeer that. And people would just hoard that stuff to up their stash value.
Yeah.
Well, all that stuff breaks down into stuff that you need to make your big weapons with.
Yep.
So the whole point of this damage value is use just the stuff in your stash to build your big guns to go out there and do the most amount of damage you can with the stuff that you possess already that you've gathered over the course of
so they're
thing.
encouraging people.
Anyway, yeah, they're going to have to use their stash to craft and do the things that they need to get the damage done. So it'll be interesting. I like the fact that they're making us do that, you know? So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun couple of weeks. A lot of damage going on. Going to be a lot of people up there probably getting shot by the rats that want to get their scores done on us. But
out so
dude,
bad
it was so bad, dude. I was so upset. I can hear the tone of your voice. Just want to tell that story.
Yeah.
Want to tell that story?
We went in to go get because there was a challenge to get damage on matriarch.
Matriarch on dam. Yep.
So we went to the dam, and the matriarch spawn point on the dam is a super difficult one to fight.
Yeah, it's not an easy spot.
It's not an easy spot to fight.
It's down there by the water towers.
Not a lot of cover, and the places that do offer cover offer multiple entrances for like freaking little things to get in there and mess with you. We go in, and I was packing some heat. Dude.
Yeah, you were.
I had every grenade that I owned. I had my Jupiter. I had a shit ton of ammo. Yeah. I had a level 4 Pharaoh with a freaking like level 3 silencer on it. Like I was packing some heat, right? I'm feeling good about it. I'm like, yeah, I love boss battles. This is what I play the game for.
Yep.
We go in, we start picking fights with it. We're doing okay. Could be doing better, but it's just a difficult area to fight with. And we're inside that little home.
And there's a Rocketeer got us pinned on one side.
Pinned down, pinned us down. I got hit with the Rocketeer barrage. So I'm in the corner healing up.
Right.
I got like 3%, and I'm just sitting there bandaging up and charging my shields and doing my thing.
I was doing the same thing. I was trying to heal up too, I believe. Yeah. And then I
hear you go, no.
And all of a sudden the door opens. We're in that little building down there on the I think it's the east side of the power facility, which we kind of use as a little home base during that matriarch fight, right?
Yeah.
The door opens up, and in run 2 guys, and they just instantly just destroy me
with Stitchers.
It was just ridiculous. I was
stuff.
so mad, and you know, this is in the middle of a huge fight. There's Bastion outside. There's a Rocketeer. There's Fireflies. There's a freaking Matriarch shooting freaking green goo missiles at you and explosions. And these assholes are just running around killing the guys that are focused on fighting the Ark. You know, that's not a challenge. I'm sorry. That's not hard to do.
It doesn't make you skillful.
It doesn't make you skillful. I mean, I can go hide behind a room, and when somebody else is shooting something else, not paying attention to what's behind him, I can go up and shoot him in the back of the head too. So, and these are the reasons that people want to be a separation in the game.
This is why that argument is still going on.
Yeah, it's never going to stop.
It's never going to stop. It's just is what it is.
It's never going to stop.
But
that
sucked. That sucked.
Yeah, it took the fun out of it for a little bit for me, and it's just like
we went back.
The tone of your voice was just like, fuck this. You said, I'm going to uninstall. You literally just said, I'm just about ready to uninstall this stupid game. And I was upset because I don't want you to uninstall this game. I want you to have fun. And that kind of stuff is not fun.
No,
it's not. It's just people, PvP people out there being dickheads, you know? And you can quote me on that. You're pricks. Fuck you. You know, it just go play PvP, your PvP game with other PvP players. Because that's not what people who were fighting the Matriarch were there for. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. And I really think Embark needs to at least, at the very minimum, have a couple map conditions that is strictly a PvE based map condition, and then they can do another one for PvP players. Put them on the same time. See which ones get played the most. You're going to be shocked at the surprise at the answer to that. You know, it's
every time we put a poll out there, every time we talk to people that play the game regularly, they're all like, "Oh no, I don't really do that unless I have to." Like,
you know, if you want to make the PvE side a little bit harder, add some more arc, make him hit harder, give him more armor, add more, do something. I don't give a shit what you do, but you know, I am tired of just getting destroyed by some asshole sneaking in around a corner when you're doing something else, focused on other stuff. You know, it's we're going to keep your head on a swivel. It's the tension. Fuck off. I'm sorry. That's just bullshit. It's like I'm busy doing another stuff. You know, it's just it sucks.
Sneaking around sneaking around a building and like searching containers and stuff like that. I get it. You do need to keep your head on a swivel.
Sure.
That I get. When there's like a boss level battle going on and you've got like multiple people all taking shots at it and you're working together, and then like a group of 2 come in and just kill everybody and take all their shit. It's like, it's shitty.
Yeah, it sucks. It takes the fun out of the game.
I don't go, oh man, that was a good move. Good dude.
Yeah, good job. Good job, guys. You worked really hard for that one.
You guys really got me.
Yeah, you got me.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. You opened the door and shot me while I was healing up. Good job. Golf clap. Yeah, it's like,
anyway, there's gonna be so many comments calling us a bunch of bitches.
I know. We're assholes. But I do have to say one thing. Okay. So the next fight. The next fight.
Awful.
That was your fault.
That was my fault.
I'm blaming you on this one. I didn't say it yesterday because I was trying to be calm and cool. But you made us have to do a fucking 15-minute crawl across the map, because instead of going in down there and getting ready and getting prepared, you just like jumped into the fucking fight like a maniac.
I did.
And you got us destroyed by the Matriarch and 2 Fireflies and whatever.
It was,
and I'm like, what are you doing, guys?
We had that little building to hide in.
Yeah, but that wasn't enough.
They freaking rolled in there. There was like 3 fireballs, a couple of wasps. And then the green smoke grenades all converged.
Yeah. God damn it. Come on, man. What the fuck is going on? All right, I'm crawling.
All at the same
because you just like ran in there like a maniac and shooting your thing,
shooting
5 feet away from the Matriarch. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? I was just like, oh God.
That was my fault.
So
we had a much better run on the third one though.
Yeah, but then it was kind of funny because we ended up crawling from the water towers up to the water treatment plant extract, which is a good 300 yards or so. And that was crazy. But luckily, we didn't get ganked on the way up there. And we extracted with one other guy who was on his hands and knees.
He was crawling into.
Like, oh my God, dude. Yeah, it was funny, but yeah. Good stuff.
Raiders.
Crawl Raiders.
Our crawlers, what are they called?
Thank God we had that survival.
Oh yeah, that augment's top tier, dude.
Yeah.
I will never not go in without that augment.
But yeah, just really quick though. It's a big week coming up here the next week or so in Arc Raiders. New Expedition, new trials are ending, and the Riven Tides stuff is coming out in 4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
It's right around the corner.
So let's all have some fun and let's check out that new map. So here we go.
All right, guys. The next topic, Helldivers. We haven't talked about Helldivers in quite a while.
No, we have not.
I've been keeping up with Buzz Lightyear on his channel. He's always dropping some good news and some bad news and trying to be as diplomatic as possible when it comes to this game. It seems like they're just continuing doing the same MOs, just making boneheaded decisions.
Yeah.
And irritating the remnants of the player base that are still there. With this latest one, so in the past, how it's worked is when it comes to large new stratagems like mechs and tanks and things of that sort, it's usually MO based.
Right.
So if we win the MO, we get the tank. If we win the MO, we get this. If we win the MO, we get this new stratagem. It's all been community-based, player-based stuff.
Give us something to work for as the ultimate goal.
Yeah. And as of late, they've been putting more and more things behind a paywall. Now, the ongoing argument, and I still think it's valid, is there's no such thing as a paywall in a game where you can earn in-game currency. This is true. So it's either pay out of pocket for this new stratagem and this new armor.
Which has never been an exceedingly large amount. Until you start adding up the fact that you spend $10
on each one
every month for like the last 24 months.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn. I spent $250 on freaking
war bonds.
Pixels. Yeah.
So people can still go out there and grind super credits, but I feel like don't quote me on this, but I do feel like that they've lowered the amount of super credits that you can find on the planet side. I went credit farming with Sticks the other day just for shits and giggles, and it was like you might maybe found 2 POIs with credits on it, and that was it. So 20 credits, and you have to have
using that silly add-on that
he was
points down to.
He was, yeah. It's just like fuck you.
I want to give him so much crap for that, dude. It's like,
I'm not.
You exploiting, cheating motherfucker. Okay, and that's exactly what that is.
I'm not trying to. I don't play the game enough to really care anymore, dude. And that's a sad thing. Like I really love this game, but it's just like there's nothing drawing us in anymore.
Yeah.
And this latest one, the big controversy is they put the new exosuits behind a paywall. You either have to pay or grind out credits in order to get the exosuits. And
it's
people are like,
they should just go. You can get the exosuits. Or we can go save some orphans. Exosuits.
Do you remember that?
Orphans. Exosuits, orphans. And all these guys, they're going, oh, let's go save the orphans and not get our exosuits. That's what they would do.
No,
yeah, they would. Don't say they wouldn't. They would.
So the new war bond is funny. Somebody else said too, the new war bond is only 4% exosuit based. Because like the armor, they're like exo experts war bond, but none of the armor elements and none of the passive buffs or anything like that have anything to do with exosuits.
Right.
It's not like if you wear this armor, your exosuit's 5% faster. There's nothing like that.
My understanding is that these new exosuits are actually weaker and have less armor.
Are they? I don't know.
That's what I'm understanding.
The mechs have always been tissue paper anyway.
Yeah.
You can get you have a charger come up and blow your freaking mech up.
Right.
And it's like, well, I guess that was
I was never a big exosuit player
I'm not
either.
a big mech guy either. It's not my play style. I'd much rather do boots on the ground.
Same.
So it doesn't. I'm like, whatever.
Every time I play with somebody that has an exosuit, I get stepped on and get killed anyway. Chicken hawk. But
stay out of the way, man. No, I don't know, man. This game just continually just freaking seems to be beating their head against the wall.
Yeah, it's very strange to me that these guys can't quite figure out how to get their finger on the pulse of their player base. Because the player base literally spells it out for them.
Yeah, hey, do this and we'll
every
love it.
week. Yeah, this is what we want. Can you just do this? You know, and I'm not saying the devs and the studio need to be beholden and do everything that the player base says, because maybe that's not what their vision of the game is. And I understand that. You know, you get there's a balance you have to play between what the game is supposed to be and what players want.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You know, and eventually these games are going to filter down into their hardcore players, and like Helldivers has probably done that now.
I think this is.
I think what's it at 55,000 right now on a Friday mid morning, and what's its peaking at? 69,000. I mean, that's
still pretty good.
That's not bad for a 2-year-old game, as far as I'm concerned. And you know, it is what it is. The thing that I wanted to talk about is really quick. Is remember, I was probably a year and a half ago, we would talk about this game on Salt Divers, and I never understood why they would give more medals
to people who haven't
fought in the current MO.
Yeah, I remember.
Right,
you were on that, dude.
It was like Doc. I didn't do anything to deserve these medals. I logged in. Hey guys, I got 110 medals for these last 2 MOs that I didn't play in. I'm going to go buy my new stuff. I feel studly, you know. But now, just this recently here, this last week, is like a couple days, they came out with something that said, if you don't play on the current MO, if you don't log in during that time frame, you're not going to get the reward, the medal reward for winning that MO. Mm-hmm. I can't. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they did that. You know, it's wild to me. You know.
Well, I think that what it is there's fucking 300,000 players out there who haven't logged in a while.
Yeah.
They keep giving medals to.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What are we doing?"
I logged in last week.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a month.
Yeah.
And my medals were capped out 250. Boom, just like that. I'm like, awesome. I guess I can go buy some stuff. I don't deserve those medals.
If I had anything to buy, I would care, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's like getting requisition slips as a reward. Like there's nothing I can't do anything with these.
Yeah,
it's pointless.
So it's just I'm fascinated why they would make this decision now, though, 2+ years into this game.
I'm telling you, it's because there's 200,000 other players out there that haven't played in a year and they're getting medals for no reason.
Well, you can only get so many. You get capped at 250.
Yeah.
But still, it's just, I don't know.
Hey,
it's just funny.
Good luck with the game, dude. Like, I love it. I love the game. Wish you the best, but you got to give me you got to give me something some reason to log in.
Right.
War bonds are like,
Yeah. War bonds, they've kind of gone the way of we start repeating things. It's like, how many assault rifles do I need?
How many
machine guns do I need? Hey, we got a pistol now that shoots a missile. Dildo pistol.
I got a grenade pistol. Go. And I got the ultimatum.
Yeah.
I don't need another missile pistol. It's like, yeah, that's the issue that they're running into. Is just it feels like everything's a little bit redundant now.
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
is everything's just redundant.
Man, I want to bring that wall down that has a gun turret that I can hide behind that wall, shoot things with my missile pistol.
All right, let's talk about a game I do play.
All right,
Windrose. Guys, I uploaded a video on my YouTube channel of a castle build that some of our people in Discord, Farsi, Clan, and then there was one other buddy there with. I apologize, Giggy something. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. Dude, holy shit.
Yeah, it's wild.
Holy shit! I posted a link to an Instagram of somebody making like a pirate castle,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Bet you guys can't make this," and they were like.
Watch me.
Watch us.
Yeah.
And they went out to some remote island on the corner of the map somewhere, and they are in the middle of building the most insane.
They're building Pirate Camelot,
dude. It is
wild,
nuts.
Yeah,
and they're not even done with it yet.
No,
they're like probably 40%, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it. I jumped in with sticks. This is a funny story. I jump in by myself. I'm in our shared server,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work my way up to this new area because I hadn't seen it yet.
Right.
And I can see that there's a little fast travel point up there, so I know that's where they've been. But I'm an idiot, and I like to immerse myself in games.
Yeah.
So instead of just fast traveling,
you probably died like 6 times on the way there.
Hold on. Instead of fast traveling, I get on my boat. I'm like, I'm going to set sea for the pirate island. Let's go. Mm-hmm. And I'm like jumping in, and I'm gonna do a couple of missions on the way up there and make it a whole thing. This is gonna be my hour-long playthrough, right?
Right.
I get up there, I'm going, and I get attacked by a bunch of ships, and I'm fighting like 4 ships at once, and missiles going everywhere, and freaking cannonballs and all this stuff, and I'm getting beat up because I'm getting outnumbered. And out of the corner of my eye, I see coming over the horizon the Dirty Sanchez. Freaking sticks his ship comes in and he fucking starts fighting it with me. And we fight them all off. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. And then we start moving towards the way. And the closer we get, like the further we get out, the more difficult the enemies get.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, me and Six are both getting outclassed by like level 5s and whatnot.
Right.
And we're getting shot at. We're getting beat up. And then Spartan comes in with his ship. The thickness comes
Jesus.
off the horizon. Now there's 3 of us, and we're all freaking going through the water, and we're fighting people. And then we get closer and closer to the island, and then Clan's ship, the French Tickler, comes over the horizon, and he's all decked out. He's got like a level 8 fucking ship. He's got 18 cannons on his deck, and he comes in and freaking starts blowing everything away. One shot and freaking ships left and right. Boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit, the French Tickler's here. Yeah. So now we have this armada of freaking 4 ships floating towards this island. I get to the island, I dock up, I get off the ship, and I'm just like, holy crap.
Yeah.
The amount of resource grinding that these guys had to do over the course of a couple of weeks or a couple of days.
Yeah.
To build this insane freaking structure was nuts. And I was blown away. And I'm like, well, it makes my freaking little hut look like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm moving all my stuff over here now. So I'm in the process right now of like breaking down all my stuff and shipping it up to the new island because that's the new hub for the entire.
When I log in, I guess I'll have to go have that same experience.
Oh my god, dude, it was insane. It was insane. But yeah, Windrose, it's a super fun game. It's a good time to be a fan of pirates because then we got Assassin's Creed coming out as well. But Windrose is doing some fun stuff. They are planning on being in early access for roughly 1.5 to 2.5 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Feels like a long time.
I mean, or is it? I don't know.
Well, how long has Forever Winter been in early access?
I mean, it's been over a couple of years, I think, since we started watching that game. I think these games just take a lot of time to play.
Do. Yeah, it's a small developer too, so
yeah,
things are slow. But they do aim to add about 50% more content overall. Mm-hmm. The only thing, as of right now, the game is a blast. I'm having a great time. I don't feel like I need anything else. But the only thing that I'm really hoping for is sea monsters.
Sure.
This game needs a Kraken.
Sea monsters, fishing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, there is fishing. I was mistaken. There is fishing. I just don't have a fishing rod. But yeah, sea monsters, if you're at sea and there's a big storm coming out, I can imagine a bunch of tentacles coming out and trying to wreck your ship and you got to fight it off. Like that would be epic.
I don't know, man. I have to be careful with how I state this because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that. But I feel like early access games can be a bit of a trap because yes, we're supporting developers by just giving them money for a game that isn't finished yet so they can finish the game basically.
Yep.
So they can earn money and get the things finished. But at the same time, I don't want to go in and spend 60 hours in 2 weeks on a game that isn't finished. I want to experience this game when it's complete in 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense to you? You guys, everybody's doing this thing where they're building these giant castles and stuff. And then in 2.5 years, when the game finally comes out, everybody's going to be burned out and done playing the game and moving on to whatever new early access game is going to be coming out there. It's just, it's a very weird, twisty loop for me. I don't know how much time and effort I want to put into an early access game. Does that make sense at all to you? It's like, I don't mind giving them the money. I don't mind having access to the game. I don't mind going in and checking in on it for a couple hours once or twice every couple months or whatever, just to see where they're at, like I do with Forever Winter.
Yeah.
I want to play Forever Winter when it's done. It's cool watching them develop the game, but I want to see this thing in its full glory.
Sure.
I want that to be my main experience for this game. I don't want to have 1,000 fucking hours in this game and then the game start basically restarting your 1,000-hour adventure that you've already had. It's a weird mix for me. And on top of that, I'm not 100% sure this is just my kind of game. Windrose.
Oh, the survival building.
Building structures. I'm super impressed with what this castle is. It's because it's awesome. It is very awesome. But I don't know if I want to be the person that takes the time to go out and gather all those resources and build this castle in a game that's not ready to be completely out there yet. That's all I'm saying. So but the game is completely amazing. It is a very cool game. I'm just not sure where I'm at in it as far as my level of enthusiasm for it. It's certainly not where your guys are at, because I've probably spent 8 hours in the game where you've spent 40 in the last week.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. It's fine.
This for me, like I'm a single player type of gamer. That's my genre. I like single player games.
Complete opposite of me.
Complete opposite of you.
Yeah.
This game gives me that community fun, hang out with the guys. Like that moment where all of my buddies' ships came out of the horizon to come help me fight a bunch of, that was epic.
Yeah. It
was super fun. And we were all making a good laugh. We all had a great time laughing at the name of all of our ships because we're a bunch of freaking weirdos. And that's why I play this game.
Yeah.
I enjoy the aspect of building. I enjoy the survival aspect of it, but the fact that all of my friends can do something as amazing as this, and then I can come in and jump in and be like, "Oh shit, can I help? Let me help." Like I'll go build the pier for you because I could go do that. Like I don't have half the freaking blueprints that all these guys have to build all this cool shit, but I'm like, I can go build the pier. I want to like contribute a little bit, and then go ahead and have adventures. And I'm getting that social aspect. The reason why you used to play MMOs is why I'm playing this game.
But you're playing this game with the same guys that with the A-Team crew.
Yeah, it's the A-Team.
Yeah, it's our boys. That's fine. But I get plenty of interaction with them in Discord. I
guess. But no, I enjoy this game for that reason. It's not the prettiest pirate game out there. I think Assassin's Creed Black Flag is going to take the cake for that one, especially with the new Resync coming out. But it's still a lot of fun, and it gives you a lot of freedom to go do whatever you want. And that's kind of why I like to log in every once in a while and hang out.
I mean, this game to me, watching what they built, is like a really cool game if you want to be an architect when you're growing up.
It is, yeah. There's just something satisfying about being able to build these giant structures like this in the game to be able to support it. It's super cool. I enjoy the hell out of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing all 10 people that we are able to have in this server all here at once. And we all have a big freaking party and hang out and go take all 10 ships out to the sea and
that'll happen.
Go fight pirates. And like, it's just cool. And it's also built, we're building this place.
The buttery Dutchman will join you.
Yes.
Yes. So
we're also building this place so that if you are just happen to hop on and you want to play single player and there's nobody else playing right now, you can use this as a hub.
You see, but I want to play a game that's like this, where there's 1,000 people on this server, and this castle that's built has got like the whole dock is filled up, and there's ships blocked, there's ships anchored off in the harbor, and you're waiting for the other pirate army to come attack. That's never going to happen in this game because there's 10 people on the server.
Well, I think 10 is just
what I'm saying?
I think 10 is the limit that we chose. So there's more that you can get more people on there if you want.
I think the game needs to be
like it
needs to be put in the oven for much longer before I'm going to be super interested.
But what you just described is what we talked about hating about Arc Raiders. Is like some asshole comes and freaking blows your castle up because he's just you know what I mean? Like that.
Defend it. I don't know what to say.
That doesn't make any sense. Nah, dude. I like this PvE. Like we can have you go on a rating.
Some pirate isn't going to come in there and whack you with a rapier while you're taking a shit in the pirate bathroom up on the top level of your castle floor.
No,
it's just,
I hear you want like that old school WoW raid stuff.
Well, right? I want something. I don't know if I want an old school WoW raid. I just want God, I'm not going to talk about it anymore right now because I don't want to sound like a complete dickhead. I don't, because I think what you guys have built here is awesome.
It is.
I really do think it's awesome.
I didn't have much.
It looks extremely empty and barren.
Well, it's not done yet.
Yeah, but even when it's done and it's 10 times bigger than what it is, you're still going to be running around there by yourself without anybody to talk to or any population in the game. That's I guess
I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Because we can bump up the server size, and then we could open it up to Discord.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be super cool.
That's
that would make me way more interested.
I think that would be the ultimate goal. Right now, we're just cooking. We're just kind of like testing it out. But eventually, I could see us having our own Discord server. For this
I think I'll be more interested in 2.5 years when it's at 1.0.
All right. Well, we don't have to keep talking about it then. That's good. I'm having a blast. Windrose is freaking
good.
awesome. On that note, on the pirate note, let's talk about the new Assassin's Creed Resynced.
All right.
Ubisoft, who has been affected by the Stop Killing Games thing, by the way, has come out with what looks like the first actual half decent remake. I'm not a big fan of remakes.
You mean money grab?
Right. 100%. Not a big fan of those. I don't like.
Start over. Sorry.
100%. I'm not a big fan of money grabs. I'm not a big fan of remakes. I did purchase the remake to Oblivion, but only because I never played the original. And I was like, well, I do want to play Oblivion, so I might as well get the remake because I've never experienced the original game.
Right.
So, and as far as I know, that was basically just a reskin in Unreal Engine 5. The mechanics and the storyline, everything's the same. The Black Flag Resynced is not just a graphical upgrade, but they're also doing about 6 hours of new content. They're changing some of the mechanics. They're adding stealth, like more stealth mechanics. Like in the original game, which I'm still playing, by the way. I have it on my original Xbox.
Yeah.
The 360, I mean. You can't like crouch. It's kind of hard to do stealthy things because your character is like just kind of like stoically walking everywhere. So you're supposed to blend into the crowd and do certain things like that. But when it comes to like being behind enemy lines, it's kind of tough because you can't crouch. But they added that mechanic to this, which is cool. Anything stealth related, I'm a freaking psycho for stealth games.
Yeah, you are.
They seem to be adding the right things, and they haven't taken anything away. Some people were really worried that they were going to take away the whaling aspect because that is one of the. I'm sorry. That's one of the most fun things about this game is being able to jump on your ship,
killing whales,
and go hunt and kill whales.
No,
it's so freaking
that's
fun.
terrible.
It's so fun, dude. I
don't dare you kill.
They haven't taken that
whales.
away from modern audiences. It's historical fact, guys. Freaking get over it.
Yeah.
So it seems like they've actually accomplished something here. They've done something right, which is good.
So
my
question is, why are they remaking this game? Is it because pirates are like the thing again right now?
No, I think
I feel like there's a pirates are like. Remember how zombies were like a thing for the last few years?
Oh yeah.
Then it was vampires.
Games go through phases. Yes.
Now we're in pirate times.
Yes.
So
yeah. No, I don't think it's because pirates are popular all of a sudden. Pirates have always been popular, but I think what it is they've really stumbled over the last couple of years with the Assassin's Creed franchise in particular. Like Ubisoft has stumbled in general over the last couple of years. But the Assassin's Creed franchise has slowly been declining in popularity because the games are just they're just not.
Most of the games you play are Ubisoft games too, which is kind of funny to me.
Really unfortunate that Ubisoft happens to own half the IPs that I enjoy playing.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, Assassin's Creed, fucking Ubisoft owns half the shit that I enjoy.
Right.
So I'm rooting for them to succeed because I like these franchises. I like these IPs. I like the worlds that they take place in. The Division. Shit, The Division's another one. I fucking love The Division. God damn it, Ubisoft.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. So I think what's happening is they're going back to one of the, if not arguably the most popular Assassin's Creed game in order to relaunch the franchise on modern hardware. And like the last couple of Assassin's Creed games kind of flopped. The last one set in Japan where they had a black samurai was like, people were like, the fuck are you doing? And that flopped. And then there was another one, Valhalla did okay, but not as good.
I keep seeing that one go on sale.
Yeah.
On Steam.
I haven't played it.
I haven't got it yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Personally, I stopped playing Assassin's Creed games after Black Flag.
Okay.
I just did. I was like, Black Flag was amazing. It was peak. I don't need to play anything else. So they're going back to the one that is the most popular and the most beloved in the franchise, and they're remaking it for modern systems to try and regenerate some excitement about the franchise.
Well, that's cool.
That's my just anecdotal opinion. I think that's what they're doing. I don't know for sure. I'm also hearing that they're making a new Ghost Recon. There's rumors that they're making another Splinter Cell game, which please God, make another Splinter Cell game and make it good. Not like that freaking shitty Netflix TV show that was terrible.
Was that the animated one?
Yes. Yeah, God, it was bad. Oh, it was so stupid. Anyway, July 9th, this game comes out. I don't know what the price point is going to be. It's probably going to be a $70 game.
$70.
Probably going to be a $70 game. God damn it, I might be a sucker.
So I'm looking at the notes here with this game.
Still finished Crimson Desert.
It says there's no multiplayer.
No, it's a single player experience.
Yeah.
This is a single player campaign.
And is that controversial that there's no
was multiplayer support in the original, but it was not based on. It was like basically they used the map, but it wasn't like story based or anything like that. It was just you could just hop online and.
It says the original 2013 multiplayer mode and Freedom Cry DLC are not included. In this package.
I never played Assassin's Creed multiplayer.
All right.
So I'm going into this as a single player experience.
But are you the main audience for this game, or is there going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be upset about that?
I think single players are making a comeback, dude. I think the single player experience with good, solid games is making a comeback. I think the age of that everything has to be multiplayer and everything has to be online is kind of losing steam a little bit.
Yeah.
I think particular games do need to have that support, but for the most part, if you're just making a really dope game and you want it to be an experience for players, just make it single player. There's nothing wrong with that.
Everything and everybody is so connected these days.
Yeah.
It might be kind of nice not to have to deal with that when playing some games.
Co-op
is
one thing. I 100% the ability to have a co-op style addition to games like Red Dead Redemption and Assassin's Creed and Crimson Desert and games like that. If I have a buddy who also plays the game and we want to team up and go do a couple adventures together, I think that's cool. What I don't want is I don't want the MMO, 50 people wandering around the city, ruining my immersion that I'm walking through in a medieval city and I see some dude in a fucking goat hat just like jumping up and down a million times because I fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't know
if I hop into a lobby and I see some guy going like this and just running in circles like a fucking spaz, and I'm like,
there's always that one guy.
Fuck out.
There's always that one guy.
I'm fucking logging off.
Let's go shoot him.
But I think single player games are making a comeback, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Before we get to viewer, man, we've been going for over an hour, guys.
Oh my God, an over an hour long show? Crazy.
Real quick. I know you're not a fan, but
hey man, I like a good gameplay trailer.
Have you seen the trailer?
I have not.
All right, we're gonna react. Not. We're gonna react to Metro 2039.
Is this one of those choose your own adventure book games? Or what is it?
Yes. Single player shooter experience.
All right.
Yeah. The originals are fucking awesome.
I believe you. Make it big. This is what again?
Metro 2039.
Okay.
It is I believe, 4th in the series.
Looks cool. I love these graphics, man. It looks nice. Oh, Jesus. Run, dude, run. Oh my God, there's a rat down there. He's going to whack him, but he's trying to extract. Those things are terrifying. Oh my God. Jesus.
The moles. Irradiated moles.
You know those little critters that live underground, the little blind dudes?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Coming this winter, Metro 2039.
That was it?
That was it.
Wow.
Just a quick sneak peek.
Okay.
Dude, the Metro games, I know you got frustrated because it was a little slow to start. But
yeah, it was very slow.
They are phenomenal story-based games, and they're a lot of fun. They're super creepy. I own them all. I want to replay because I have the Redux version, which was like the graphical update that came out a couple of years ago. I bought the whole franchise when it was on sale one time. I need to go back and replay them because I have it. It's been a minute and I don't remember the story, but this game looks freaking dope, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you have something to look forward to.
I have too many things to look forward to. God damn it!
You need to slow down.
It's too many freaking good shit out there.
You need to just prioritize some of them and deal with it. Yeah.
All right, let's do some viewer comments.
We got couple of viewer comments.
Just a couple. Right. Here we go. Here's the first one right here. Go ahead, take this one.
From the Julin. Not gonna lie, the intro felt like sitting in on Dutch's performance review with corporate. This channel has been a fun journey. Keep it up. She's talking about the intro last week
where I took your line by accident. And I was supposed to edit it out. And I forgot
something
to
like that.
Yeah, that was meant to be edited out, and I totally spaced it.
You do that sometimes.
But we get in a hurry.
This channel has been a fun journey though.
It has been, yeah.
And it's getting more fun every week. So
good times. All right, the next one is from Carnage Fails 333. Says, Salty, I'm freaking happy you guys finally played Chivalry 2. Great game. Just played it last night, by the way. But the heart of this is, even though you schmucks don't cover Helldivers anymore.
Didn't we just talk about Helldivers?
Yeah, we did, but we haven't talked about Helldivers in months. I freaking really respect that you're bringing up new games that you're into that no one else talks about on the quote unquote mainstream. Hey, buddy, we're mainstream now.
Oh my God.
Freaking love you, bro. Always stay around. Wishing well for you, Dutch, family, and friends. Keep it up, dudes, and congrats on the new studio. Stay the course. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Helldivers, listen, we used to make Helldivers regular content, and it got to the point where basically every week we just got here and complained. And
yeah, I don't like to do that.
I don't like to do that. You don't like to do that. Our comment section was reflecting the fact that people weren't into it anymore. And we were like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's just time to pass. Because I don't want to sit here and just freaking beat a dead horse.
We still got like 4 more episodes to get to Salt Divers 100.
Yeah.
So they need to give us a few things to talk about so we can bring it back.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna.
We're gonna get that 100th episode.
I've kind of put that game to the side. I'm like, I think they're done with it. I'm at the point now where I think they're just running on Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, they're probably sending more and more people over to their next big new top secret project.
They're working on the next project
that this game paid for.
And there's like, by all rights, for sure. Yeah, they made millions of dollars on this game. And now
they're gonna have to be super careful with whatever it is they're making, because if their devs have the same attitudes with that game that they have with this one, there's gonna be some problems.
Yeah, they're not gonna
better put some money in the bank, Palstat.
He's got plenty of money. He took like a 6-month vacation, remember? But anyway, yeah, that's it for the show, guys. Thank you so much for watching it. Do appreciate the views and comments and likes. If you want to support the channel, there's multiple ways to do it. But the newest and best one is to go to trumi.com and buy some dope-ass freaking supplement gummies that are mushroom-based. And
they won't turn you into zombies.
They won't turn you into zombies, and they won't make you see Jesus. But they will give you energy and make you feel good.
You don't need a shaman next to you to partake.
And at the checkout counter, guys, #Dutch for 30% off. Those are the new sponsors for the show. We're going to be doing a couple of shout outs for them throughout the week, and a couple of, I guess, 2 or 3 videos maybe, and maybe we'll shout out the live stream. But it's a new partnership for us, and we want to do them right. We want to thank them for taking a chance on us. So go to trumi.com, #Dutch, 30% off. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
See you next week, everybody. Have a fantastic gaming week, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even think of what I'm going to say right now. So goodbye. See you later.